Yo, what's good? You know what it is. Coach Solo, head trainer, owner over here at Get 'em Boy Boxing, located at 746 Orchard Street, New Haven, Connecticut. Studies show that it's a whopping 75 to 80% of black boys raised in a single parent led household would be more likely to be incarcerated or on some type of supervision like parole or probation. That's a staggering number. That's a staggering number, man. And we already behind. Black boys are already behind the eight ball because just because of the community that they come from, they will be labeled at-risk youth. At-risk youth. I mean, at-risk youth means something is more likely than not negative to have a negative impact on your upbringing. I mean, that means, at risk means you come from a single parent led household, comes from you in a low income neighborhood. It's so many factors why they use the at risk label on our black boys, and that right there alone puts us behind the eight ball. But we could talk more about that, and we will. But right now, I want to talk about when they talk about single parent led households. They're not really specific in the study. They just said single parent led household. But in our communities, who are the leaders of these single parent led households? It's black women. Black women are the leaders in this study. It has to be. Because men are, for whatever reason, not around. We could get into that also. Because it's so many, it's not cut and dry why dad is not around. And that's not what I want to talk about right now, but I just want to talk about the leaders of this population of at-risk black boys. The leaders are the moms. And that's not to say that they're not good moms. We're not saying that they're not good. I know a bunch of good single moms. But the problem is that you're a good mom. That's the problem. Black boys need to be around black men. And if dad's not around, it's mom's job to be to find a black man that he could be around. And I'm not talking about somebody that she could be with, somebody that she could love on. We're not talking about that. We're talking about maybe it could be a school teacher, a principal, uncle, a coach. You know what I mean? I'm a coach. I'm a boxing coach. You know what I mean? I deal with so many young black boys. Most of the young black boys that I deal with, they come from single moms, single black moms. And I know a bunch of dope single black moms. Again, this is not a knock or a jab at single moms, man, because I know most of you guys are dope. Y'all do a wonderful job. But again, like I said, the fact that you're a dope mom makes you a horrible dad. And black boys need black men around. I think it's just ridiculous. Back in the day, even now, man, like just being labeled as an at-risk youth, man, you go to jail for disorderly conduct. You go to jail for a bag of weed. Go to jail for having a fight. That's gonna be stuck on your record. That's a major setback already. And most of these young boys are walking around here on probation. They're walking around on parole. Now, I mean, that right there puts you behind the eight ball, definitely. But again, man, we got to talk about who are leading these black boys. Who are setting the foundation for the next generation of black boys to take over and be able to protect the community, to be able to be good fathers, to be able to be educated men, to be able to hold themselves down. So there's so many different roadblocks, man, and single moms, man. Like I said, I deal with so many single moms, man. Um, one of the examples of, you know, black boys not being prepared because moms in our communities now are protecting their sons. They're protecting them to the point where they just leaving them in the house like stuffed animals, all they doing is laying around, playing the game, and eating snacks all day. And you know, and that's what a woman's supposed to do. That's what a mom's supposed to do. A mom's supposed to know what's going on in the community, know what's going on in the area that they live in, and they're supposed to protect them. But it's a difference between protecting them and allowing them and putting them in a position to be able to take care of themselves, to be able to be focused. And that's the number one thing right there, man. It's a lot of these kids coming out of the house because you're not going to be around your mom for at least 6 to 7, maybe even 8 hours a day between school and her going to work. You might not be around that boy all day long. You know what I mean? So what's going to be raising him in the streets? What's going to be raising him is the influence that he has. What's going to be raising him is some of this ridiculous hip-hop music that's out right now. You know what I mean? And sidebar, man, I've been kind of done with hip-hop since 98. Since after Get Rich or Die came out, man. I've been done with hip-hop since then. You know what I mean? But back on point, man. You know, again, single moms, man, we for the past 50 years, single moms have been the leaders of these single parent households. You know what I mean? Black boys are more likely to be incarcerated, the studies show. They're more likely to be homeless, studies show. They're more likely to be an absent father, studies show. They're more likely to be abusive, studies show. They're more likely to be killed, studies show, when they come from a single parent-led household. But again, in our community, the leaders of those households are single black moms. So I feel like, you know, single black moms need to do a better job at allowing their sons to be around strong black men. You know what I mean? Again, like I said, so much that I want to say that I can't say, but that's not the topic right now. Why black men are not around? Why fathers are not around? I mean, some are just deadbeats. I mean, I'm just gonna put it out there. Some are just deadbeats. It's some dads that just, hey, that's not my kid. I don't want to be around. But all situations not like that. If you listen to a lot of black women talk, they'll lead you to believe that, yo, he just walked out of the house, we was married, and he just left us. A lot of dads don't even know their dads. You know what I mean? A lot of single moms always screaming about dad not around and he ain't helping me do this, he ain't helping me do this. How easy are you making it for him to be around? No matter what you and dad went through, that shouldn't affect the black boy that's there because he need that. So again, I said I don't want to talk about that part, but we need to, black single women, we need to have these black boys around a stable black man. You know what I mean? I got a gym. I got a gym full of black boys that are smart, ambitious. They want to learn. They want to be taught. They want to be trained. And I actually worry about them when they not inside my gym. I actually worry about them. I wonder, are they going home and they're not being yelled at? They're not being talked down to. And I mean, I've seen some single moms, man. They cuss out their little sons like they somebody on the street. You know, they emasculate them, man. And not even on purpose. I mean, the way, like, I get a lot of single moms that come in here and tell me, you know, I'm militant. I don't allow him to do this. I don't allow him to do that. Da-da-da-da-da-da. But what is the results of that? It's different the way you come at him than when the men come at him. Because when I come at my guys for not doing what they're supposed to do, I mean, it's a change. It's a change, man. And I get parents that come to me and be like, yo, listen, man. He talk about what you said to him all the time. He talk about how you move. I got some single moms that come in here and say, yo, he acts just like you now. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but it's, for me, it's just the presence and the influence, man, because I know that I have to be on top of my game because I can't go out there being on the news. I can't go out there sell drugs. I can't go out there be a womanizer. I can't go out there and set bad examples for them. They know when they come around me, they be around somebody that actually care about them, somebody that's gonna listen to what they say, and somebody that's gonna hold them accountable. You know what I mean? You can't be around me and you're not gonna hold yourself accountable. That's like the worst thing in the world for me, man. But yeah, man, the studies show that it's a staggering and alarming rate of black boys being raised in a single parent led household, single mom led household, that are not gonna be productive men growing up. And these are the men that black women are looking for. You're looking for a good man, a good stable man, but are you raising a good stable man? Are you raising a man to be a good dad? Are you raising a man to be have a good work ethic? Are you raising a man to be consistent? Are you raising him? And again, man, we got to go into the part where, you know you guys got to work. We know you got to go to work, so we know that you can't be parent. Maybe 12 hours a day you can't be parent. So this is why you need to bring a man in. And again, I'm not talking about you should be having some man in your house. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about is coaches available. Get them involved inside, especially a physical sport. You know what I mean? I get so mad when I hear parents say, you know, he can't come to the gym because he gotta go to band practice. Band practice or playing some type of instrument, and that's no knock on instruments, there's no knock on band, but those things should be hobby that should be groomed into something if you want to do it. But at a certain age, black boys need to be physical. They need to be signed up for football. They need to be signed up for basketball. They need to be signed up for wrestling. You know what I mean? Boxing. Anything, man, that's going to teach them how to be physical. Teach them how to introduce them to their physicality and allow that coach or that man to help them control that physicality. Because being physical and putting them around a team sport or putting them around a responsible coach, is gonna raise his level of confidence, raise his level of knowing who he is and knowing what he can do. And a lot of single moms, man, you're just protecting them. You know what I mean? It's a saying I always say, moms raise their daughters and protect their sons. Because again, I get a lot of young black boys coming here. They're not physical at all. And a man that's not physical is not going to be successful, period, in emotional control. Like, the only way you can emotionally mature is if you're introduced to your physicality. And a lot of women are not physical. So they're not going to teach their sons to be physical. And again, I'm not saying this is not a knock on single black moms, man, because most of you are dope. Most of you are dope. I was raised by a single mom, if you want to say raised, but you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of things as I got older, I felt like, you know, she could have did better, or maybe she didn't know how. You know what I mean? So it's neither here nor there. I'm a grown man now. I'm 50 years old now, and I've learned how to deal with what I went through as a black boy. I learned how to, you know, accomplish things outside of what I went through. You know what I mean? And I feel like, and the only way that I did that, I had to learn the hard way. You know what I mean? Going back and forth to prison, going back and forth to juvenile, being homeless. You know what I mean? Selling drugs. You know what I mean? And like the statistics show that I was that statistic. You know what I mean? I was the one that didn't finish school. I was the one that was incarcerated all the time. I was on some type of supervision from 1991 to 2014. I have always been on some type of supervision. You know what I mean, brother? I was in jail, or I was on parole or probation. You know what I mean? And these past 10 years, man, me being a professional fighter, um, being a head coach and having my own business right now, man, it's so many things that I'm learning now that I should have, that I felt like I should have had that guidance and leadership to prepare me for this right now. So right now, even though I got a business and like I'm struggling still. I'm struggling in certain things that I don't know. Certain things that I need to that happens, and I'd be like, jeez, man, I kind of feel bad because I'd be like, yo, I should have known that. But yeah, man, that's an alarming number, man. So, um, single parent led households, our black boys, we're failing our black boys, and we have to prepare them and get ready for the next generation. If we not raising them and training them to take care of the next generation, then man, we gonna be doomed, man. We gonna doom. The secret to black society, to the black communities, is bringing up our black boys to be the kings that they are. You know what I mean? So over here at Get 'em Boy Boxing, that's what we try to do. We try to raise our black boys. We try to instill certain attributes in them that's gonna be needed. That's gonna be required. You know what I mean? Learning how to control your emotions, relieving stress and tension, learning how to follow directions, learning how to again control your temper. That's the main thing black boys need to do. They need that energy, and it need to be contained. It need to be disciplined. And so again, man, we need to have more black men involved in these black boys' life, man. I mean, I feel like I'm doing my part, and there's so much more that I want to do. Um, but again, man, it's dope. What I do over here is dope. But you know, to sustain what I do over here, to try to make a change with these black boys, man, we need funding. Funding, man. You know what I mean? I like, it's a lot of memberships that don't get paid over here because of just the area that we in. You know what I mean? If I got 100% of my memberships every month, then I'll be pretty good, man, in terms of doing more for them, being able to provide different types of programs, and give them access to different communities that they want to be involved, that they're interested in. But again, so yeah, so like I said, man, I'm the head trainer, owner of a youth amateur boxing program. We one of the top ones in the nation, man. We got nationally ranked fighters coming out of our club. In the past 3-4 years, we won 8 national championships. So yeah, man, listen, we got a trip coming up. We're going to Vegas, one of the biggest nationals that we ever been to, up in June. So we're going to be putting fundraisers out to see if we can get some support from the community to help these. We got like 5 kids going up there. So I hope the community can reach out and reward them for the hard work that they do. And I mean, those flight tickets be a lot, man. A lot of things come in my pocket, and it'd be dope if the community come out and help. So in June, we're going to be, even now, man, we got Cash App. Cash App is Get 'em Boy 08 if you want to help support. We got Venmo. Venmo is Coach Solo. 415-6812, 203-415-6812. We got Zelle, same number, 203-415-6812. Listen, man, we accept donations. We accept the support from the community. Again, man, we raising these young black boys to be spectacular, to be kings. And I just pray that, the support from the community come out and support what we do and what's going on over here at Get 'em Boy Boxing. And I appreciate, all the support that I get. I get some support from certain people, and the parents that are here. I love the parents. The parents come through. They look out. But listen, we want to make this movement bigger and stronger and more powerful. And the way we do that is more support from the community, more funding. I mean, like, we're not asking you to support an idea. We asking you to support something that's already established, that's already changing lives. Like we not like we been here legit. You know what I mean? It's a saying that say consistency breeds trust. You know what I mean? I've been consistent. So the community should be able to trust what I'm doing and what I'm saying right now and come out and support. You know what I mean? But that's it, man. Again, man, it's a staggering number, man. 75 to 80% of black boys raised in a single parent household will be incarcerated or on some type of supervision such as parole or probation or whatever it may be. That's staggering, man. We need more black men and we need women we need these single moms to find more black men, coaches, teachers, uncles, to help support these black men so they can start growing. And because we already behind the eight ball. We already behind the eight ball. We need more attention. We need more support. We need to be trained properly so we can be prepared for the storm. But you know what I mean? That's it, man. I appreciate you guys listening, and peace, man. Get them, boy.